Welcome back to the Crypto channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin is continuing to bounce from this exact area of support in the short term, despite seeing a major breakdown in the US stock market below this crucial area of support here, which is happening right now. But we're continuing to see the price hold this crucial area of support for Bitcoin because of other reasons, like, for example, more liquidity continuing to build above the price of Bitcoin, which is something that we need to pay attention to. So I'll be talking about that in just a moment, alongside Ethereum, which is once again rejecting and struggling at this exact area of resistance in the short term, while the price of XRP is continuing to run into this crucial area of support. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, just before taking a look at the Bitcoin and crypto charts today, taking a quick look at the US stock market today, because this is the S&P 500 index on the 4-hour time frame, and right now we're officially confirming yet another break below this crucial area of support here that has been acting as some major support for the S&P 500 index, basically for pretty much this entire year so far, since the end of last year. For the most part, we've been finding a lot of support in this area, besides just more recently, obviously, we've started to break back below this crucial area of support. And so keep in mind, typically, as always, not guaranteed, but typically the crypto market is highly correlated to the US stock market. Once again, it's not a perfect one-to-one correlation, but usually if stocks start heading in the bearish direction, that's not good for Bitcoin and crypto. We obviously struggle with bullish momentum for Bitcoin and crypto if we're seeing this sort of movement in the US stock market. So keep that in mind. Now, in the immediate short term, we're seeing a slight little divergence between the correlation, which I'll talk about in just a moment when talking about Bitcoin and crypto. But basically, the longer this continues for the US stock market, the more difficult it's going to be for Bitcoin and crypto to see any substantial bullish price action, and the more likely it would actually eventually see more bearish price action for Bitcoin and crypto if this continues here for the US stock market. So keep that in mind throughout the video. And if we're taking a look at the Bitcoin chart today here on the weekly time frame, the super trend indicator is still sitting in the red, of course, and we're still playing out this massive bearish divergence on the weekly Bitcoin price chart. And so when we're talking about the larger bearish trend, in other words, the bear market, of course, this is technically still the case on the weekly time frame. Not a lot changed over the last one day, but obviously, as I mentioned more recently, over the last couple of weeks or so, we've confirmed an oversold signal in the weekly Bitcoin RSI, which can help to play out a bit more of a relief just in the somewhat shorter term, kind of like what we saw around July 2022, for example. But remember, this is not necessarily a bottom signal like what we saw last time. Yes, we saw a relief over the next few weeks, but we still ultimately saw another lower low later on, breaking below the initial low that we set at that point. And so once again, not a lot has changed on the weekly time frame over the last one day. And the same can be said about the 3-day Bitcoin price chart, still within the longer term bearish trend, but the short term midterm situation is that we're still in this range right here, as obviously I've been saying every day for over a month now, bouncing between support and resistance. So without wasting your time, once again, not much changed on the 3-day time frame. So getting straight into the 4-hour Bitcoin price chart, looking at the very short term moves. And obviously in my last video, I said it's extremely likely the price will continue to bounce between this support and this resistance in the immediate short term, just over the next day or so. And obviously over the last one day, that's exactly what has continued to play out as predicted. And I continue to predict this price action right here moving forward for at least another day, possibly even longer, but at least over the next 24 hours, I continue to expect the price of Bitcoin to remain in this range right here, bouncing between this support and this resistance. First of all, this support is still sitting in between 69,000 to 69.5K, and this resistance is still sitting in between 71,000 to 72,000. And so once again, continue to expect the price to bounce around in this range right here, possibly for another few days, a couple of days, but at least over the next 24 hours, I do expect the price to remain in this range right here, bouncing between this support and this resistance as a very likely scenario. And that's due to a couple of different reasons. Of course, right now, we're simply just lacking momentum. And at least for now, this is acting as strong support and strong resistance, which is basically forcing the price into this range right here. But on top of those reasons, of course, we have other reasons, like, for example, the conflicting action between what we're seeing in the stock market right now and the fact that we have liquidity above the price of Bitcoin, which is kind of trying to pull the price of Bitcoin in both directions, which is why we're just staying in this sideways range right now. Once again, usually the price of Bitcoin follows what the stock market does. So with the stock market dumping, this suggests most likely some sort of dump or pullback for Bitcoin and crypto. But once again, we also usually tend to see Bitcoin move towards where we have a lot of liquidity. And right now, the main level of liquidity in the short term is sitting at roughly 71.9K, which is just above the price of Bitcoin. And so obviously, when we put these two pieces of information together, they kind of just cancel each other out, pointing towards some relatively neutral price action bouncing in this range, trying to play out what the stock market's doing, running into support and then heading back up and trying to wipe out this liquidity here, and then running into resistance, starting to struggle at resistance, so on and so forth. Bouncing in this range is ultimately my exact prediction moving forward, at least over the next 24 hours, possibly even longer. But obviously, you can still profit during this type of price action. For example, not financial advice, but let's just say if you're buying or longing at support and then selling or shorting or taking profits at resistance, that's just a basic example of how you can profit during a sideways price range when the price is bouncing between support and resistance. Once again, not financial advice, just sharing a basic example of a trading strategy to continue to profit even during a range when the price is not doing all that much. Obviously, if you're just holding Bitcoin in cold storage, for example, right now it's a very boring price action to see. But obviously, if you want to trade any of these moves in the price of any crypto, you need to be set up ready to go on a crypto exchange. And if you use the first link below the video in the description and in the pinned comment, the first link below this video will take you to this page right here over on the 2bit crypto exchange, which by the way is a no KYC exchange and is an exchange that I personally use myself from time to time. And simply just by using that first link below the video to make your 2bit account, once again, you can see on this page that there's currently a 3.5 million USDT prize pool up for grabs simply just by trading crypto using that first link below the video. And on top of that, there's also exclusive bonuses that are only available if you use that first link below the video to actually make your 2bit account. For example, you can get an extra 200 USDT, up to an extra 200 USDT in actual withdrawable stablecoins onto your 2bit account just simply by trading crypto. So obviously, if you're going to be trading crypto anyway or preparing to take the next trading opportunity, you might as well check this out. Take advantage of this. Once again, first link below the video. And remember, 2bit is also a no KYC exchange. But with that being said, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance chart on the daily time frame, and right now, despite seeing short-term bullish moves and short-term bearish moves, we're overall just bouncing around relatively sideways, as we can clearly see in a bit of a sideways price range at the moment, which has been the case over the last multiple months now for the Bitcoin dominance on the daily time frame, which means a lot of the altcoin market on average is still likely going to perform very similar to whatever Bitcoin does. So keep that in mind moving forward. And if we're taking a look at the Ethereum price chart on the 3-day time frame, obviously it's extremely similar to the 3-day Bitcoin price chart, which means the longer term trends, the multi-month trend, technically still bearish, but the short to mid-term situation, obviously we're still playing out a relief from the larger bearish trend, very similar to what we saw near the end of 2025, entering into early this year. And so that is still playing out as predicted, playing out the oversold signal as I talked about over a month ago here on the 3-day time frame. But if we're zooming into the daily time frame, the exact area that we're in, the price range that we're in, is simply bouncing between these key Fibonacci levels. First of all, we're bouncing from this Fibonacci level of support at just above 1.8K, more specifically around 1820, acting as crucial support for the range. And we have strong resistance in this area, the Fibonacci area of resistance known as the golden pocket here, based on previous support flipping into resistance, and that's sitting in between around 2150 to 2250. So starting just above 2.1K, acting as strong resistance here on the daily Ethereum price chart. And if we're zooming further into the short term, looking at the 4-hour Ethereum price chart, of course, over the last couple of days, I've been talking about this strong area of resistance that we need to pay attention to. We need to be warned about this area where we're likely going to see a lot of struggle and likely rejections from this area. And obviously, since I said that 2 days ago and also yesterday, we've continued to see that exactly play out as predicted, sitting in between 2,000 2,080 to 2.1k. So once again, in that area right there, continue to expect a lot of resistance for the price, which means the price struggling or likely rejecting from around that area on the price chart. And as for support, if we were to see a little further of a pullback here in that situation, I'd expect a lot of support at just above 2,000, more specifically around 2010 to 2020, I think is a key area of support in the short term. And below that, we also have important support down here sitting in between around 1910 to 1930. And remember, Ethereum, along with a lot of the altcoins, will likely follow very similar price action to what Bitcoin does here in the short term, which means if my Bitcoin prediction is ultimately remaining in this range, at least in the short term for the next day or so, then we're likely going to see something similar for that for Ethereum, something similar to that for Ethereum here in the short term. And if we're taking a look at XRP on the weekly time frame, obviously the longer term trend is clearly still bearish, but in the shorter term, we're still running into this major support here, still sitting at around $1.30 to $1.40. So that is all still playing out as predicted actually many months ago. And if we're taking a look at the 4-hour XRP price chart, we're ultimately bouncing in a bit of a range, just like what I've been saying throughout the video. A lot of the market right now, at least for crypto, is bouncing in a relatively sideways price range. Right now, we have this strong horizontal area of support for XRP in between around $1.30 to $1.35. And we have this descending line of resistance here sitting at around $1.44 to $1.45. And so honestly, my exact prediction moving forward for XRP is to just remain in this range right here, especially in between roughly $1.30 to $1.45, more specifically, most likely within $1.35 towards around $1.43 is a tighter range, basically just bouncing around relatively sideways, at least over the next day, possibly longer, possibly a few days, but at least over the next 24 hours. That is my exact prediction right now moving forward for XRP. And if we're taking a look at Solana on the 3-day time frame, it's a similar situation here. The much larger trend is technically still bearish. We've not yet confirmed any strong reversal to confirm a bullish trend reversal and an end to the trend, at least for now. That is still the case here on the 3-day time frame, but in the short to mid-term during the trend, we're still in this range right here, playing out a relief, playing out this oversold signal, as obviously I've been saying every day for over a month now on the channel, bouncing between this support and this resistance. First of all, we still have strong support in between around $75 to $80 and strong resistance starting at close to $95 here. And if we're zooming further into the short term, taking a look at the 4-hour Solana price chart, we can see right now, obviously we have strong resistance at especially around $88.50 to $90.70 approximately. So around that area, obviously expect a lot of resistance as we have seen many times over the last 1 month or so. And as for support, expect some support at give or take $84.50, some more short-term support at give or take $81.50, and of course major support in this area, especially in between around $75 to $78. But for the most part, because Solana and a lot of these altcoins will likely follow similar price action to what Bitcoin does, of course that suggests that Solana will also likely play out a little bit more choppy sideways price action here in the short term, at least over the next 1 day or so. Remaining in this range right here is a very likely scenario for Solana just in the short term. And if we're taking a look at Chainlink on the 3-day time frame, it's a very similar situation here, so I'll keep this quick. Obviously, the much larger multi-month trend technically still bearish, but the short to mid-term situation is that we're still playing out this oversold signal, playing out a relief, a break from the bearish trends, but not necessarily confirming the complete end to the bearish trend. So potentially still in a similar situation right now to what we saw near the end of 2025. And of course, we're still in this range right here, bouncing between support and resistance. First of all, we still have strong support at $7.90 to $8.50 and strong resistance in between $9.50 to $10. And so of course, expect the price to remain in this range right here, play out relatively neutral price action, at least over the next day, possibly longer, but at least over the next 1 day, very likely going to play that sort of price action out moving forward. That is my exact prediction and the key levels to watch out for Chainlink and all of these crypto assets. And obviously, once again, if you want to trade any of these moves in the price of any crypto, check out the links below this video to those exchanges if you want to take advantage of massive bonuses analysis that are only available using those links to certain exchanges like 2bit, for example. And if you want to actually know how you can trade these moves, no matter what direction the price goes, to profit at all times in the market, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen, because the video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.